Hey there, it's Brian of London here at the Namal in Tel Aviv. Sam. Why is Haaretz elevating Richard Spencer's views on the basic law? This is the law that Israel just passed, which really is just a declaratory statement of facts. I read it. There's a YouTube video I did, which you can find on YouTube, Brian of London. Look for it. It's called Israel's Basic Law, and I just read the law and talk a little bit about it. Anyway, this morning I see that Haaretz, and it's the same writer, I know her, who's pretty much written everything that Haaretz does about Trump. She's covered the fact that Richard Spencer tweeted approvingly about our national law, and basically that Europe needs laws like this. And, you know, that's pretty much what I said yesterday in tweets. So, for once, I'm on the same page as Richard Spencer. Look, Richard Spencer is a white ethno-state nationalist in America. He wants, and I've watched his video, so I'm pretty sure I'm not miscategorizing his views. He would like to see a situation where there was a place where white people lived without black people. Just separation. That's nothing like what I'm interested in, especially for a Jewish state. But the point that he's making in his tweets is that democracy has nothing to do with that the attacks on this national law, this basic law of the state of Israel, have been saying that it detracts from the democratic nature of Israel. And he's absolutely correct that this is bullshit. Absolutely, the law that we've put forward and passed here in Israel says that Israel should be a Jewish state. And you know, I agree with that 100%. That doesn't preclude there being Arabs here, or Druze, or Bedouin, or any of the other ethnic groups we have. And in fact, within the word Jewish, there is enormous diversity. I mean, I don't like that word, but there is. I mean, you know, to say that Algerian and Moroccan Jews are similar to Polish Jews, well, they are in the way that matters. The value system that underlies their whole being is the same, and that's the value system of the country. But in many other respects, there's massive diversity. I mean, there's diversity in skin tone, if that's your thing. I mean, to me, skin tone is the least useful way of judging people imaginable. So, you know, that's why I am repulsed by a Richard Spencer who spends his entire time discussing white or dark, or it's not a useful distinction. But Haaretz, once again, by elevating Richard Spencer and by bringing his tweet off the internet or off Twitter, where it gets a couple of hundred views, and that's high for him, and then sticking it in Haaretz where it will get more, Haaretz are creating influence for Richard Spencer, because they want Richard Spencer to be the face of some kind of nebulous far right movement that they can then recoil against. It's bullshit. You know, the fact that many Israelis believe that having a law that says our flag is blue and white and has a Star of David in the middle and two stripes, and that our anthem is Hatikva, that our language here in Israel is Hebrew, giving Arabic a special status, not English. People agree with this law. People like this basic law. And as soon as they actually take the time to read the law themselves, instead of reading Haaretz's insanity on it, they like it. So the fact that I'm in somewhat of an agreement with Richard Spencer on this one doesn't bother me. But I tell you what it does mean. And the Board of Deputies is doing this, and I'm going to do another video on them at some point. The Board of Deputies of British Jews. What Haaretz is really trying to do, the underlying thing of what they're trying to do, is they're trying to say that Nazis support Israel's basic law, therefore Israelis who support Israel's basic law are like Nazis, and therefore the basic law is a Nazi law. And that's what Haaretz is doing. So if we have Haaretz in this country making those kind of comparisons, why should we get upset when Jeremy Corbyn's Labour Party in the UK wants to be able to make that comparison and get away with it? Haaretz is doing it. Bye-bye. I'm Brian of London. I'm in Tel Aviv. It is unbelievably hot here. See you the next time.